Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months.
Today, welcome to my channel. You have arrived. This week, we're gonna do something a little different. So usually I will do like vlogs, but I realized that I literally just picked up this camera and started talking to y'all and didn't introduce myself or tell you anything about me and why you should even be here. So if you wanna know more about that, sit tight. We're gonna learn all about Texas. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome. This is the Learn From Texas. I am Learn From Texas. I mean, obviously that's not my real name, but we're gonna learn these things, right? We're gonna learn about me, and I hope that I learn more about you all. That we are. The goal of me making this channel is to build a community, a safe place for women and men, people in general, to express themselves and, you know, for y'all to see my weird, crazy life. Which is sometimes not that weird. But anyway, I got a list of questions that I thought people may want to know. And I'm gonna sit here and answer them. And I'm gonna probably pause and make a cocktail. So this is your cue to pause the video, make you a cocktail, some Kool-Aid, some tea, get you some popcorn, I don't know, hot dog, whatever you want. Get you some snacks, maybe a meal, and look at the video. So the first question I have is, where did you grow up and how has it shaped who you are today? I am looking over here at my laptop. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at my laptop. So I grew up in Houston, Texas. I mean, hence the name. But I mean, it's Learn From Texas. So there's no way for you to know what part of Texas I grew up. So I grew up in Houston, Texas, specifically the South Side. How has the South Side of Houston shaped me? Wow. Well, first of all, I feel like Houston, if you're from Houston, then you just understand like how the culture here is so rich and deep and fluent, and it's a huge part of, you know, who we are. For example, this morning usually I don't listen to the radio, but like for whatever reason, I didn't connect my Bluetooth to the radio. So it was like the newest song by Paul Wall and Zero. And it was like a remix about swinging. Like these things. But I feel like Houston has shown me so much things. I got my first degree here. So I graduated from Texas Southern University on the south side of Houston, Texas. Just things about life. It has shaped me into a very culturally diverse, intelligent young woman. And I love my city. So there's that. The next question is, what's a childhood memory that still makes you laugh? Ooh, that's a hard one. That's a difficult one. There's so many. I'm gonna have to come back to that one because I cannot think of one off the top of my head. My sister, Kim, hey Kim, she might have to help me out. There are several. The next question is, how would your best friends describe you in 3 words? I think that my best friends would describe me as funny, caring, and loving. Because I am all 3. So yeah, I think that's how my friends would describe me. I hope. You better describe me like that. Anyway, what's something unique about your name or its meaning? So my name, my government name is Ashlyn. Something unique about that name is that for the majority of my life, my family called me Ashley. Like, they call me, even to this day, Ashley. And a lot of the times when I meet someone, I'll be like, oh, my name is Ashlyn. And they'll be like, they're here. People will hear Ash and think, oh, Ashley. Her name's Ashley, and I'll just answer to it. This is something that I am working on, though, because I realized that that is a way for my boundaries to kind of be broken in a way. My name is not Ashley. It is Ashlyn. So we're working on that, okay? But that is something unique about my name. Something unique about my YouTube name, which is LearnFromTexas, is it is a Big Crit song. So, you know, the more this YouTube channel grows, you know, it might need to change at some point. I'm sure it's copywritten, but it is a Big Crit song. And the song is all about Texas culture, the city, Houston. Big Crit is from Mississippi. So I just thought it was so cool that him not even being from here understood like the culture and the richness here in Texas. And also too, you know, I love my city so much. I love Texas so much. It just kind of made sense, like learn from Texas. And I feel like I'm a very teachable person. So it just made sense. But that's where that name came from. That's something unique about my name. My name is Ashlyn. Okay. Next. What do you do for work and what led you to this career path? So currently I am a revenue cycle manager specialist. That is a very long way for saying that I ensure that the company I work for receives money. I track the money. I make sure that the money is, you know, what it should be. If there's issues with the money, I work on resolving those things. And I work in the behavioral healthcare space. What led me to this job is, first of all, I've always worked in some type of healthcare industry. So when I was in high school, I used to volunteer at the hospital I was born at. I've been in the healthcare industry for many years. So when I went to undergrad, or when I went to college, I went thinking that I was wanting to be a nurse. And so in tandem of going to school, I became a unit secretary at this hospital. So I was a volunteer, and then they hired me as a unit secretary. And I found out what nurses do for real, for real. First of all, let me just say, shout out, if you are a nurse and you are watching this, shout out. Y'all make the world go round. Y'all are highly underpaid. And, you know, I cannot tip my hat off enough to people who work in the nursing field. It is very intense. It is very difficult. I mean, it's something that you definitely have to have a passion for. So when I, was working as a unit secretary, I discovered that I did not have a passion for nursing. Okay. But I did have a passion for helping people. So, because I had taken all of these classes that were, you know, on the guide of me becoming a nurse, so look, make a long story short, because I could be real long-winded, okay? TSU does not have a nursing program. So when I went to TSU, I was taking the classes that were needed to transfer to Prairie View nursing school. Okay, but then I was like, no, we not finna be a nurse, because these people crazy, these doctors crazy, and I ain't finna... No. So the classes that I had taken were already, when I got to TSU, I declared my major as health studies. And ironically, the classes that I were taking aligned with that curriculum. So my degree is in health studies. So then there became the task of, what the hell you do with a degree in health studies? Like, what the hell is that, right? So because I had worked as a unit secretary, I had the knowledge and skills of, working in the business aspect of healthcare. So I decided to start working at another location, working in their claims department, their medical claims department. And I grew and flourished in that position. I eventually became a claims trainer. And, I also went to Louisiana State University in Shreveport. Go Pilots. I got my master's in healthcare administration. And that led me to the position I work in today, which is actually, I feel like it's God's plan, because my real passion, what I'm very passionate about is helping people, right? And also too, I've said in another vlog that I have really benefited from therapy. And I work in that realm now. So my next goal is to, go back to school. Because let me tell you something, I don't mind going to school. I actually love school. But I want to become a therapist. So, goals, new things to come. So that was a long way to answer that question, but it's answered. What's a dream job you'd love to have, even if it seems impossible? Okay, y'all, a dream job I would love to have, because it is very possible for me to be a therapist, and I'm going to be a mental health therapist. But a dream job that I would love to have, and I know it's impossible because I am finna be 35 and I'm realistic, is I want to be a rapper. I really wanted to be a rapper, and if you know, you know. Okay? High key, I feel like, listen, y'all, I love Megan Thee Stallion. I love her, okay? Down. She is that girl, okay? But I feel like Megan took the path that I was supposed to take. With, minus the talent, because I cannot rap. Now, I can remember a song and rap along, but rap for real, I can't do it. But that would have been that's a dream that I've had for my whole life. Like, fun fact, since we getting to know me, when I was growing up, I would like rap and sing and perform in my room. I'm sure everyone did, okay? But yeah, I still do this sometimes to this day, okay? I will have a performance in this living room here, okay? But yeah, that's like a dream job. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, girl. You done took my damn dream, but I love you. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel, and what can people expect from your content? First of all, I have loved YouTube for quite some time. I remember when I first started looking at YouTube, I would just look at it for like content, like music and music videos and what have you. Then when I started working at when I used to work at my first job, we used to have recaps about the shows that came on, Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, all the things or whatever. But when I started at my old, the last job that I worked in, not this job here, I ain't have anybody to talk to about, these shows. I mean, I could obviously talk to my friends, but not at work. Because, honey, we used to have a recap at the nursing station, okay? So I started looking at people doing recap videos on YouTube. Then I started looking at people doing vlogs, and I started, they call it YouTube University. I really just took a really deep dive into YouTube, makeup tutorials and hair and everything. And I feel like it's a really great platform for everyday people to express themselves and, to get a coin. I'm not doing it for that, obviously. I mean, I would like a coin, but, we'll get there. Baby steps, obviously. But for me, the content you can expect is going to be, number one, it's going to be positive. It's always I'm a big person, or a big, I am very thoughtful about positivity. Why I feel like I'm on a job interview. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a shot or something. This is not a job interview. And we're back. Look, for my YouTube channel, y'all can expect some vlogs. A lot of affirmations and positivity. I'm also on several journeys in life, okay? So I want y'all to come along with me on these journeys, okay? You can expect a lot of laughter, a lot of me fleshing out my inner thoughts, being silly, seeing my family, just seeing my everyday life and growing, and love and intelligence and fun, okay? And antics. That's what you can expect, okay? If you could teach a class on any topic, what would it be and why? Now, if you can tell, I have not went over these questions. This is fresh. This is my first time reading these questions because I wanted this to be real. Okay. If I could teach a class on any topic, I'm gonna have to come back to that one. We're gonna come back to that one. So y'all remember, if you're keeping up, I have to come back to a funny childhood memory, and if I could teach a class on something, gotta come back to that. So the next question is, are you more of an introvert or extrovert? And how does that show up in your life? Wow. I am what I like to call, and what, the coined phrase is, I am a introverted extrovert, okay? So I can be very extroverted once I'm comfortable with you. Once I get to know you. So when I first meet someone or people, I'm just, I'm very cordial and kind, and I have that Southern hospitality, and but I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be, observing you, trying to flesh you out, see if you're cool for me to be this, be my extroverted self. But for the most part, I think I'm an introverted extrovert. See, now once I feel like you cool, honey, I won't shut up. I'll talk your ear off. Okay. I'll talk your ear off, okay? But it takes a minute. Like, I have to feel people out. Sometimes, like, I guess, and oh wow. So we're gonna be vulnerable. I guess there is a fear, there is a fear of rejection I have of people, right? So I feel like if I completely just out the box be myself, that somebody might be like, ugh, like, girl, Rose, you doing too much. And I mean, in all honesty, who should give a fuck? I shouldn't give a fuck, right? Like, if you can take me, you can. Like, if you do, you do, whatever. But first, before I do that, I protect myself. Like, okay, well, let's see. How should I, can they handle all of this? And if they can, I do. And if they don't, but honestly, that is such a wall that I should get over, because very rarely do I meet someone who I don't mesh with. It is very rare that I've met a person. I was gonna say, if you know what I was gonna say, that just didn't like me for no reason. But I'm trying to keep it clean. But it's very rare that I've met anybody who just was like, ugh, I don't like her. Like when I first met them. So, things to work on, okay? This is the content you should expect, growth. Because I just literally thought that out in saying that. Okay, questions. Sheesh, got me thinking. Okay, went from a job interview to therapy. The next question is, what's your ideal way to spend a weekend? My ideal way to spend a weekend is right up in this house with my husband. Listen, we have a picture. It's called the Homebody Club. Because it's the Homebody Club up in here, honey. It's $10 to get in. Ladies are free. I am a homebody. I love to be at home. I love my space. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like to go shopping. I like to do self-care things. I like to get my hair done. Oh, yeah, y'all see the braids? I told you I was going to get some braids. I know I ain't introduced the braids. But they're here. Anyway. But I like to do that. Go get my nails done. Go shopping. Let it go to Ulta. I like to go on dates with my husband. But for the most part, I like to be at home. I be at work all week. Because I used to work from home. But now I work in a office. And, yeah. I've been outside all week at work. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I do like to go, to go on a little date, go shopping. Like, I'm not just cooped up in here, but I like to be at the house. Okay, she likes to be at home. I like to be out with my family, like go to brunch with them, or sometimes we go to like my grandmother's house and chill. Things like this. We take it easy. We're not outside no more. Now, it used to be a time, baby. Woo, child. It used to be a time you couldn't catch me in the house on the weekend, okay? She was in the streets. Now, it wasn't for the streets. I was in the streets. There's a difference, okay? Anyway. What's the next question? If you had to pick a theme song for your life, what would it be? Oh, if I had to pick a theme song for my life, it would be just off the top of the dome, and I'm pretty sure I'll change this later. But the first thing that popped into my head was Thank You, Lord. It's a song that goes, yeah, don't you judge my singing, but it's a song that goes, nah, I ain't singing it. It's an old song. It's called Thank You, Lord, for All You've Done for Me, okay? And the lady who sing the song, she goes into several, it could have been me, outdoors, with no food, with no... Y'all, I've been through a lot, okay? But the song is a beautiful song. If you like, if you're religious and into Southern Baptist, if you grew up Southern Baptist, then I'm pretty sure you know the song. I'll sing a little bit. She goes, thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. It could have been me outdoors with no food. That's it. That's all I'm singing. So, you know, I had to hit you with a little alto with no food. But it's a beautiful song. It's the first song that came to my mind. So, yeah. Now, if it's going to be a secular song, not secular. If it's going to be a secular song, it'd probably be Savage by Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all know it. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Child. Because she's multifaceted. She is me. I'm multifaceted. Okay, what's next? How do you handle challenges or setbacks? The way I handle challenges or setbacks is I pause. Okay? I try to see how that happened, whatever the challenge is, what is challenging about it. And then if I really want to go after it, then I just zone in on it and tackle it. Okay? Let me tell y'all something about me. When I want something, and I've said this in a video before, when I want something, I'm gonna get it. Okay? For example, I want this YouTube channel to grow because I feel like God put it on my heart to create it. It was other things that he set in place that, you know, for me to, you know, create this channel. I've been thinking about it for quite some time and it's gone. I'm going to win. Like, I'm going to put out, like when I have a challenge, I put all my energy into it. And I mean, honestly, this YouTube channel so far, it's been fun and, you know, cool to create this content for y'all. But I mean, it has been a challenge in gaining subscribers and views. But you know what? I'm gonna conquer this. So I literally just hone in. Like, that's all I think about is ways to improve, what I can do. I'm very persistent. I'm very disciplined when I have a challenge. So, I guess they answered the question. Fun and random. What's a weird or random talent you have? A weird or random talent? Okay, a weird or random talent I have is I can think of a song that can go along with any weird thing or any scenario, anything that is going on. Like, if it's a situation that just happened or if anything just happened, I can think of a song that could go along with it. Like, for example, let me see. Like if somebody be like, oh, I don't know that person's name, I'll be like, you don't know my name. Shout out to my last vlog. But like, I can just think of any song that can go along with situation. So I guess that's like a random talent I have. What's a food you absolutely love and one you'll never eat? A food. First of all, I'm a Taurus and I love all the food. And what you mean never eat? You'll never eat. I'll try it. What? No, I'm just kidding. But no, I love all the food. I am a Taurus. I am a big back in recovery. Okay, but she loves her big back. Okay. We don't, I'm working on making my back smaller for sure. But I love soul food. I love oxtails. I love cornbread. I love rice, macaroni and cheese, yams. A food I'll never eat. What's a food I'll never eat? I don't really like apricots. I don't even know if I said it right. That's how much I don't like them. Apricots? I don't like it. Them dried fruits. It's nasty. I don't like it. If you could only watch 3 movies for the rest of your life, what would they be? Mean Girls, Waiting to Exhale, and Moonlight. Those 3? Mean Girls, Waiting to Exhale, and Moonlight. Okay? Those are my favorite 3 movies. And Mean Girls, for sure. Because you can't sit with us. We wear pink on Fridays, okay? Those rules aren't real. They were real that day. I wore a vest. That vest was fucking ugly. That's my movie, y'all. And you already know. Get your, and get out. You are the motherfucking you are the improper influence. Yeah, that's my movie. If you could only, okay, I already did that. What's a guilty pleasure you're not ashamed of? Yeah, no, y'all mind y'all business. I'm not telling y'all that. Anyway, the next, we got 4 more. What's a lesson you learned in the past year that changed your perspective? A lesson I learned in the last year that changed my perspective was that everybody don't got to like you. Okay? And that's okay. Everybody not gonna like you, and they ain't got to like you, and you know what? The world gonna keep on spinning. Everybody ain't gotta like you. I learned that in in 2024 I learned that. Also, too, fuck them. You know what I mean? I'm a recovering people pleaser, too. And I was like, you know what? You gonna have to talk and run your mouth. Because I'm gonna set it out. Nah, I wasn't gonna set it out. But, yeah. Everybody ain't gotta like you. And I don't care. If you could go back and give advice to your younger self, what would it be? Oh my God. I talk about people who cry on videos. I don't talk about them. Let's be clear. But it makes me so I'm not gonna do it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that though. Throughout this time. Advice I would give my younger self is that you are beautiful. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. You are beautiful. It does not matter what you weigh. You are beautiful. You are very intelligent. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do. People are gonna come into your life who don't see your value, and that's okay. Because you are valuable. I am not gonna cry on YouTube. Not today. Not today. Okay. What motivates you to keep pushing forward when things get tough? God. That's the answer, God, period. But also too, my family, my husband, whatever it is that motivated me from the jump, that pushes me to go forward when things get tough. But it's definitely God. You know what I mean? A lot of the times when things are tough, it don't even be me. It be God. Okay? He just worked through me. Okay? I give it to him and he do it. Okay? It's so many things that I've been through in life that I didn't have nothing to do with the improvement of those things or those things being fixed. It was God. I love him, y'all. Gotta love him. What legacy do you want to leave behind? Oh, wow. The legacy that I want to leave behind is... When people think of me and my legacy, I want people to think of someone who was always thoughtful and someone who was always kind, someone who didn't take no shit, but also overcame adversity, okay? And, you know, someone who was beautiful, but not just on the outside, like on the inside. I want people to think of me and like laugh. Like, I want people to think of me and think of a funny moment that we shared. And I want people's heart to be warm when they think of me. You know what I mean? Woo, child, these questions. They was trying to make your girl cry, but I made it through. Look, that is gonna be the end of today's video. If you liked this content, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Send this to your good sis, to your friend, to your uncle, to your brother, your cousin, your baby daddy. I don't care. Send it to whoever. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much for looking at this video, sharing with me in this journey that we're going on to the top, honey. To the top. I love y'all, and y'all have a great weekend.